The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
A Q Media Group production.
To the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow. Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Andy Beckstrom.
And welcome in, sports fans. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Pine City as we get set for tonight's matchup between the Pine City Dragons and the Waconia Wildcats. Joined alongside Lawrence Thuzacek for the call of tonight's matchup. My name is Andy Beckstrom. We're just about set out at center ice here. First period of action just underway here at the Pine City Arena. First chance to really see girls hockey this year for myself, but Lauren, they're bringing back solid netminder in Iris Safner, and some experience definitely helps on that back end.
Yes, and from what I understand, she's having a pretty good year again this year, which would be well expected of her. But again, when you can start with a good backstop like that, I mean, you can a good goaltender can carry you a long way as the season rolls on.
Gives a lot of confidence to everybody basically in front of you the entire way, just to make sure you know you got things kind of settled back behind you. You don't have to worry quite so much about that. First puck goes down the length of the ice, and we come back for an icing call. Pine City tries to break it back out. They get it back to the neutral zone. Gellestad tried to push that back the other direction. It'll be picked up on the run instead of by Becca Dane. Dane over to the near side, poke checked away from her by Schlichting. Up against the Pine City bench. It'll come all the way deep into the zone. Be passed back out to center, and Graham is going to work it back through center. Dragons looking to set the offense up at the other end of the arena as they were changing behind the play. So kind of waiting for everybody to get on and be able to move into the front of the ice. Move up ice quickly. Back it'll come for Waconia. They work through center with Kelly Lensing. Lensing in on the right side. She's pushed off by Lanier. Good defensive play there. Puck back out to center. Knocked down. It'll be knocked down by Thompson. It'll be picked up instead now by Rayfield. Rayfield sends this one in, and Safner holds on. And Lauren, I folded my paper up nice and small, like I like to have, kind of that little handheld paper. And I realized the other half of the Pine City team is the part that I folded up there. So I'm going to have to kind of work both sides of the magic here as we go along. But Dragons have it now in their own zone for a face-off. And a shot and save made out in front, as we talked about the goaltending being a huge factor in the game tonight. As shot comes the other direction, shot right in on the netminder.
Yeah, when they started celebrating, and the referee right away waved his hands off, so I don't know if it was a nice foot save there by Cyrus, or maybe just hit the pipe or something, but I didn't hear a ding either, so we're going to give her credit for the save there.
Nonetheless, it was a scoring opportunity. We'll call it that,
yeah,
if nothing else. As the puck comes back and forth, now down for the Dragons. They try to fire that one in deep. Waconia right there gets it back out to the neutral zone, but Prokush knocks it back ahead now for Schlichting. Schlichting works way into the zone. All the way underneath. It's going to be poke checked away. Shots on goal show 1-1, but again, that golden opportunity there for Waconia just a moment ago. Puck will come back now for the Dragons from their own zone. Schlichting on the near side, touch pass. Get that one across for Graham, but it's poked away from her. It'll go across now. Becca Dean tries to chase that one down and set things up for Waconia. Wildcats over to the near side. Now out for Kostinska. Dragons trying to take it away on this near side up against the wall. Schlichting goes down. Bowen had a chance at that, got knocked down as well. Puck back to the blue line. It's going to be kept in. Bowen tried to get it back out to the neutral zone. Now Schlichting Going to lob this one up over everybody. This one's going to dribble all the way down the length of the ice. Not a ton of speed on that one, so no icing on that, although it was awfully close to an icing being flipped in from center.
I just didn't have enough mustard to get down to the end, so they waved it off and let the kids play.
Kaczynska is going to bring that one in. Play it underneath. Dragons will head back after that one. It'll be picked up there by Rubinek. Puck back and forth underneath. Eventually, the Wildcats come away with it. Now it's going to be played up top. Coming right down the slot. Save made by Safner. Turnaround on a rebound shot. The initial shot by Rayfield was taken from the slot, and then Herman with a shot in the slot on the rebound. That one was turned away by the defense. Never made it all the way through to Safner. But, again, Safner coming up big. One of the reasons is she has the C on her chest.
And I don't know how she saw that one because it looked like a lot of traffic in front of her.
Puck back up to the point. Brought down by Waconia. That one's going to be sent in. Safner blocker save. Pushes it over to the near side on a shot by Gjelstad. Gjelstad pinches down on that far side as the puck wrapped around the boards. Dragons come away with it. Nice move there by Peralt to be able to get it back out to center. Fires that one all the way up ahead. Donahue's got an opportunity if she can just corral it, but it was poke checked away from her by Hand. Drop pass, trying to be able to get that one back for Peralt. Peralt setting up to shot, and it's going to go over the top of the net. Good quick twitch there, but just a little bit high on that shot over the top of Bagenstas. Now a turnover. Peterson's going to fire a left-handed shot just a little bit wide. Puck back behind as Dragons try to be able to put some pressure on. Peralt fires a shot. Bagenstas with yet another save. Nice little pressure put on there by the Dragons. Couple of shots back to back to back.
Yeah, it's very nice pressure there by the Dragons, and it seemed like nice defensive play to get the puck again.
Puck will come back out through center now. Schneider pops that one up in the air. It'll be taken away from her, though, and brought back by Kaczynska. Kaczynska has it poke checked away. It'll come back out to center. Kaczynska ended up with it and fired it back into the zone. Rubinek will go back after it, back behind the net. Plays that one along the boards on the far side. Be kept in by Waconia. Clearing pass, though, taken away, and a shot. Another save made. Luagi got that one in the high slot, and another blocker save made by the netminder Safner.
Yeah, nice shot in the slot. You know, Safner had a real nice view on that one. Was able to get the blocker out and stir it to the side.
Dragons trying to be able to build towards something in the offensive zone. It's been kind of I'm not sure that I know who has an advantage right now. I feel like Waconia has controlled the puck in the zone more, but the Dragons have had better control coming out of the zone.
Yeah,
they just haven't been able to get it in the offensive zone.
I think Pines probably put more pressure on where Waconia has had more selective shooting, let's just put it that way.
10:44 to go here in period number 1. Glad you could join us here on FM 106.5 WCMP. Girls hockey in the air tonight. Draw one in the Pine City zone. That one's going to be flipped towards the net and held on to by Bagenstas.
That was a nice play from the point out to who's 19 there for the Dragons. Got to memorize the numbers here.
It's going to be Autumn Landner.
Landner, she right in front, had a nice shot on goal there. So
I'm trying to relearn some of the names. That was Peralt, the older sister, I believe, last year. Puck back through center now with Waconia. Waconia doesn't go super deep on their roster. Wraparound attempt, and it's going to be past Safner for a goal.
She made the initial save, and the rebound came right out to the Waconia forward. She was right there all alone to put her home. So just really a nice setup there by Waconia to get that goal.
6:47, the time of the goal for Waconia. Makes it 1-0 in favor of the Wildcats. Goal's going to be scored by Callie Lensing. Rayfield on the assist. And Waconia looking to try to put pressure right back on as it's brought through by Herman. Her pass rink wide, going to be taken away by the Dragons. Brought back through by Peralt. That's going to be Madison Peralt working ahead on the right wing, waiting for some help to come up ice. They were changing behind the play to be able to get some fresh legs on there, to be able to get some good zone time. Puck up top, Rubinek tried to play that one across for Linnell. Elena Linnell has been a longtime stalwart back at that blue line here for this Dragon squad. Puck wrap arounds the boards, but the Dragons were changing. Rubinek had went off for a change at the far point. Nobody there, and the puck will come back out to center and come all the way down the length of the ice. 9:09 to go here, period number 1. Tic-tac-toe, Prokosh up ahead, eventually comes away with Bowen. Schlichting's going to backhand that one ahead, trying to be able to get that one to Bowen deep in the zone. Bowen out for Schlichting, quick shot! It goes wide of the net. I'm not sure that Bagenstoss even seen that one came out in front of the net because she did not even react as that puck came out there. Puck now dribbles out in front, and another opportunity there for Kendall Brandt, or for Haley Bowen, rather. Bagenstoss able to push that one away. Linnell had pinched down. He's trying to keep that one into the corner. Puck back and forth below that goal line. Puck will come back out to the neutral zone now. It's sent back up ice by Waconia. Lowagi trying to be able to win a foot race. Working up ice. Prokosh got there first. Centering feed is going to be covered up by the netminder Safner.
Hey, you can just go back to that shot there that the Dragons just had. It looked like the goaltender there for Waconia, Begenstad, looks like she's having a little bit of trouble with the puck laying in the crease and all that. And the Pine City's got to take a look at that and start to, see what they can use that to their advantage if she's having problems handling the puck.
Puck back behind. Dragons trying to set it up. Talia Peterson works her way all the way through. Now slides it up ahead and went off the boards. And not quite far enough there for Donahue, but Peterson picked it up herself and pushed it up ice even further. Taken away by Waconia in their own zone. Dragons forechecking. Knocked away by Peterson. A couple of nice plays there by Talia. Centering feed out for Donahue is deflected away by the Wildcats. Puck will come back out to center. Schneider runs into her line mate. Lost the puck for a second, then gets it back. Is going to backhand that one up ahead now for Peralt. Nice move between the legs to be able to get that one up ahead and be able to work up ahead. Tied up a little bit. Puck come back to the point. Graham thought she was going to hold the line, but not quite there. And it'll be an icing, and we'll move back out to center for a faceoff.
Just wasn't quite there soon enough to prevent the offside from coming, but
puck back out through center is going to be brought back up ahead now by the Dragons, or by the Wildcats rather, into the Dragons zone. Back to the point. Slapper taken there by Gjelstad, who's deflected away by the defense. Never made it all the way through. Still kept in on that far side. Rayfield back behind, trying to work along that corner. Tried to pop that one out in front. Nobody there except for ladies in white. Dragons in their home white uniforms. Green numerals, black trim. The big dragon on the front and numerals and names on the back. Numerals also on the shoulders. Definitely helpful for broadcast teams. Waconia here in their road black uniforms. Purple and gold trim. Purple and gold, of course, the Vikings wrapping up their season, taking down the Packers, but nonetheless still wrapping up the season. I'm sure we'll probably talk about that a little bit during one of the intermission breaks.
I'm sure we will.
Bouncing puck comes down into the Dragon zone, pushed away by Safner. Puck squirts back out in front, and Safner puts a pad over the top of that, get a fresh face-off in the zone. 6:06 to play here, period number 1. Shots on goal. 8-3 in favor of Waconia still. Dragons have been able to get some decent pressure. They just haven't been able to get shots on goal just yet.
It's, like I said, they've had a lot of activity in front of the net. And like I said, the Waconia goaltender seems she's had problems playing the puck in there. So if they can get some scrappy goals.
One-timer by Kaczynska turned away. Rebound on a shot there by Dane. Just fanned on by Talon Kamarath. But the initial save made by Safner, she was readjusting. I don't know if she would have been able to get there to be able to cover that gap, but nonetheless, it bounced over the top of the stick of Camerath. Potential for a 2-goal lead right there, but nonetheless, puck's going to come away now with Schlichting. Swings it wide over to the far side. Puts the brakes on, tries to sneak that one in out into the middle. Try to get that one ahead for Schneider, but couldn't quite find the measure. Puck up ahead. Nice passing there by the Dragons to be able to get it up ice, but again, as they enter the zone, just not quite able to get it all the way through. Brackmeyer all the way back behind. Cross over to the near side in the corner. Off the boards, back up top now for Ella Peterson from the point. That one's going to be wide of Safner. Under 5 to play here in the first period. Brackmeyer over to the near side. Another shot from the point as stepping down on it. Peterson got to about top of the circle before she unleashed that one. Don't know that it made it all the way through. And it'll come back for the Dragons. They get back out to center ice. Tossed in by Graham. And the Dragons change back behind play. Pass just out of the reach there of Peralta as she was in forechecking. And it comes up ahead and shot by Hen goes wide of the net. Off to the corner on the far side. Rubinek's going to play it along the boards. Now as the Dragons get control. Puck up ahead now for Peralta. Leaves that one ahead for Donahue. She's tied up out at center. Now with Herman. Peralta comes away with it. This is a dangerous line right here. Peralta all the way through. Shot, and it's just wide of the blocker.
A nice play there by Peralta to come in and skate around the defender and get the shot off.
Bang and Stocks tried to reach after that one, but just not quite able to get there, but the shot just a little bit wide as well. Peralta trying to use her speed. Gets around the defender on the far side. Sets up in the circle, trying to get out in front, trying to do everything herself as the Dragons were changing behind the play. Puck cleared back out to center by Waconia. They pick it up and start working it through the neutral zone. Far side brought through by Kaczynska. Kaczynska centering, fires that one, and a little bit of a screen there, but Safner able to track it and make the save.
Nice.
Chopping that one ahead.
Clear by the defenseman there, number 16, I think it was. Cleared that puck after the shot. Again, I got to get my numbers here. Prokic.
Puck back to the point there. Linnell able to keep that one in. Graham makes a move, lost the puck for a second, is able to get it back. Wants to dump it back underneath, but waited maybe a little bit too long. The defender is able to catch up. Now the puck back up through the neutral zone. Dragons will pick it up there, and Peterson will look to start it up ahead. Rubinek, backhanded pass ahead for Peralta. Peralta almost hauled down there, but she's able to come away with the puck. Shot turned away. That one just misses Donahue on the rebound that came back to her. Just slid wide of the net, and again, I don't know that Bagenstock's seeing where the rebound went.
I don't think she did. I know Donahue would probably like to have that one back because she had that whole wide open corner there, and she just put it wide.
Puck back up top, and Waconia offside, so the Dragons will get it back out to center. Donahue and Peterson kind of do pinball non-checking with Lawagi. Of course, checking is a penalty, so they don't do that. It's a lot of incidental contact, though.
I've seen a lot of incidental contact in girls hockey, so.
I love it, though. You know,
Yeah.
let them play. Puck sent all the way down the length of the ice with 2 minutes to play here in the first period. 1-0 in favor of Waconia here on a Hockey Tuesday. Backhanded pass up off the wall on that far side. Nice move there by Bowen to be able to get it all the way back through the zone into the offensive end. That centering feed, trying to get that one sneaking down there, was Schlichting. Nice sight there, but also a good defensive play there by the Wildcats to be able to knock that one away.
I think the goaltender actually played that one and knocked that one away. Deflected the pass.
Puck on that far side now is going to be knocked away by the Dragons. Rubinek's going to send that one in deep as Waconia has been able to get an offensive chance every time they get it past the center stripe. However, the Dragons have been so good trapping it neutral that Waconia hasn't really gotten it past there very often.
No, and
1 minute remaining in the period. Puck comes across on the near side, and here comes the scoring chance that I talked about. There's the shot, and it's turned away by Safner. Brooklyn Hen took that shot. It's turned away, and the Dragons will pick it up. Prokosh will bring it back through. Peterson tried to play that one up ahead for Peralt. It's deflected away. It's going to be taken away now by Kaczynska. Off the boards over to the far side. Prokosh is going to keep that one in. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Puck across over to this near side. Trying to push it up ice and kept in by Linnell. Graham also in the area trying to be able to keep that puck in the offensive zone. Peterson for Waconia trying to be able to get that one back out. Driving in Bowen, able to knock that puck away and keep it in this end of the arena. If nothing else, whether it be an offensive opportunity or a lack of an offensive opportunity for Waconia, that's a good play there by Bowen.
Yes, it was. Had nowhere to go. They just kind of dump it in and Dragons regroup. And
4-3-2-1, and that'll be the end of the first period. Shots on goal, 11-3 in favor of Waconia after one period of play. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up with the 1-0 score when we return back here to Pine City on Nice 95.5.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom along with Lawrence Gluzacek back here at the Pine City Civic Center. 1-0 after one period of play. Shots on goal 11-3 in Lorna, like we talked about during the period. The shots are 11-3, which would, on the surface, if you're not watching the game, if you're just looking at the old box score, would say that Waconia dominated that period. But I don't know that that's how I viewed the way the first period went.
No, I was going to say, it doesn't seem like it's an 11-3 shots on goal difference in this game, but the score really indicates where the game is at 1-0, how close of a game it is. Pine City had probably 3 or 4 shots that went wide, so those don't count as shots on goal. So I mean, they've had their scoring opportunities in that first period. So.
And of the 11 shots that Waconia has had, we talked a little bit about, that it seems like anytime they get past that center red stripe, they have an opportunity to be able to get a shot on goal. But it's not always a quality shot, and Pine City has really shut them down getting through the neutral zone more often than not. Again, 11 shots is still a decent amount, but none of them have been, other than the goal that was scored, they probably had one other scoring chance, which was that rebound that bounced over the puck of whoever, I remember who it was on-rushing there. I think it was Karmarath that was on-rushing on that rebound opportunity. But otherwise, most of the shots have come from a little bit of distance.
Yeah,
have been handled relatively easily.
In the slot, and I think Iris, goaltender for Pine, has seen everything quite well tonight, because the save she's making from those shots, she's putting her blocker out, or she's getting her body into it, and she's getting a really good sight of it. So, again, that kind of tells you that the defensive play of the Dragons is keeping that her vision open.
5-10 are the Dragons coming into tonight's matchup. We're a little more than halfway done. We're maybe about 2/3 of the way done through the season there, Lauren. As I look through the schedule, goes through the end of January. I don't want to start talking about playoffs because it's way too early for that or whatever, but time really flies as you're going through the season. 5-10, coming off a win over the top of Visitation in their last matchup. Otherwise, they had a couple of close losses, including an overtime matchup to Northern Tier lately.
Like I said, I haven't seen a whole lot of the girls' game, so there's not a lot of comment on how they've been this year. But again, based on last year, they lost quite a few seniors, so it looks like these underclassmen from last year have kind of stepped up and taken some of that role. So there's some learning curves there probably on this year's varsity team for Pine City, but overall, what did you say they were?
5-10 coming into the game. They had won the last game, but they had lost 4 previous to that, but they had won 3 before that too. Yeah. So really, they're 4-5 or 4-4 right now coming into this. So really, over the last 9 games, if they win tonight, they could actually get above 500 for at least that portion of the schedule. And it's like you said, they graduated pretty heavy, but they're building, and you want to peak at the right time at the end of the season, but you want to try to be able to get something going solid as the season goes along.
Yeah, you do, and I think that's kind of what they're working toward. And again, they know they're not going to be home for any section playoff game, and I kind of think they had that feeling as the season started to, build with our new players we had coming up that are replacing those seniors they lost last year, and just build and improve every game. So when the sections come around, doesn't really matter where you play. The ice is still 200 feet by 85. So
unless you play in Italy, then apparently it's not the right size. Waconia comes in. They are 8-6 on the year. They have won their last 2 matchups, including their last matchup over the top of Wyndham, 14-0. So a little bit of an offensive outburst in that one. They are 6-2 or 6-1 in their last 7, so they're coming on a little bit of a heater. Obviously, had a little losing streak before that to be able to be 8-6, but they are 6-1 in their last 7. Of course, the Dragons hoping to be able to knock that down from them as well tonight. 1-0 is the score in favor of Waconia after 1 period of play. Other games going on tonight in boys basketball. Mille Lacs is at Mora. Bram is at Pine City. You can find out where we're going to be at WCMPradio.com/broadcast schedule or KBAK.com/broadcast schedule to be able to find out more. Glad you could join us on board for the game tonight. FM 106.5 WCMP. We'll be back here to continue on the first period intermission when we return to the Pine City Civic Center on WCMP.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service? A celebration of life in a chapel? Maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Metvin Funeral and Cremation Services has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decision now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Metvin Funeral Home in Mora, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at metvinfuneralhome.com.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Hey Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12 packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom, Lawrence Luzacek. Back here in Pine City, getting set for the start of the second period. 1-0, Lauren. What are we expecting coming out of the break here?
Oh, kind of the same what Pine City's doing, trying to play the center ice and getting the puck in their zone and continue the pressure and continue to get shots because from what I've kind of seen from Waconia's goaltender, she's having some problems following up on shots. And if they can get in there and attack, maybe they can get a couple of those goals. And I think that's what they got to have set in their mind is just to follow through and get that rebound. On the defensive end, the one goal that the Dragons gave up, it was a shot, a save, and they left the person standing in front of Irish. She had no chance on it. And other than that mistake, they've been playing pretty good defensively. So
1-0, as I mentioned, there after one period of play, and it'll start heading down into the Dragon zone as Waconia takes that opening faceoff down that way. Into the corner it goes. Going to be Decca Dane trying to be able to dig it out of the edge. Works it up the near sidewall back to the point. Pinching down there, Kaczynska, as it gets by her, and it'll go all the way down the length of the ice. The one goal is the only thing from the first period. We didn't have a penalty. We didn't have anything else go on. Just the one goal from the first, so a very rapid first period.
I'm not used to the 6 o'clock start time. I'm thinking it should be almost 8 o'clock now.
Yeah, well, 6 o'clock start time, and we even started early from that, too. Puck turned over. Graham steps down, rifles one just high and wide. Had an opportunity, but again, we talked about the Dragons have had some opportunities, just have not been able to find the red square.
Yeah, that one was a real nice shot, just unfortunately about 4 feet wide. So
puck over to the far side. Dane stick handling with it, trying to maintain the zone. Fires that one into the high slot. Herman trying to drop down on that one. Tried to drop it for Peterson. Tied up when she tried to release a shot. Puck sent around the boards. It'll be Schneider that'll pick it up. Schneider, long lead pass, missed everybody. I think we're going to get an icing here. We do. And with 15:36 to go, we'll go the length of the ice all the way back down.
The thought process on that was great. I mean, she had her winger open here, and she just couldn't hit on it. And the result, it was an icing. But, keep it plays up like that, you may get a breakaway and spring one of these girls loose here for a good scoring opportunity.
Draw one back by Peralt. The Dragons try to get it out from their own zone. Peterson on the near side makes a nice move and gets it back out to center. Drives that puck in and pushes it all the way deep into the corner. Over on this near side, coming in to help is going to be Peralt. She's tied up with a couple of different Wildcats. Puck up the wall. Prokosh had stepped down on it. Donahue had her back, though. Came back to be able to keep that puck in the zone. Knocked back in by Peterson. Dragons are going to take the opportunity to change since it's right in front of their bench and the puck was free. Peralt underneath. Centered that one out in front and couldn't quite connect with Schneider. Or Schlichting, rather. But Schlichting was right there in the slot. Linnell takes it away. Cross for Schlichting on the far side. Non-checked into the wall on the far edge in front of the fans. Puck back and forth as I believe Rayfield stepped on the puck. It squirts free over to the near side. Graham trying to drive in with that. Uses her body to be able to push in on that one a little bit. Had it for a second, but it's getting knocked away from her by Herman. Puck underneath again. The Dragons keep it out in front for Graham. What a shot and a save made. That one was definitely tracked good by Bagenstoss. Puck out in front, trying to get that one for Graham again. Schneider on the far side. Her shot is blocked. And a couple of really good opportunities there by the Dragons to start this second period.
Graham had a great shot, just a great save there by the goaltender for Waconia. But right after that, I think we could have had an interference call on Waconia that was missed by the referees. Leveled one of the Dragons right in front of the net.
Puck back out to center. Graham trying to be able to pick that one up. Got that one across for Rubenak. Puck back out to the neutral zone. Brought back by Waconia. Sent in by Pena. And that one somehow found the back of the net. Staffner still standing up. I'm not sure how that one found the back of the net, but it did, and it's going to be a 2-0 lead for Waconia.
Yeah, it just seemed like Staffner had to, was playing it, but she lost sight or something, but it just hit that upper corner. It was just I'm pretty sure she'd like to have that shot back, but
4:23 at the time of the goal makes it 2-0 in favor of the Wildcats. Correction, 3:23. I don't know where I got the 18-minute clock from, but
I'm kind of wondering if that shot wasn't tipped because it almost looked like it switch directions a little bit.
Back it'll come now for Waconia as some equipment falls out there. And again, Safner with a nice save on that one, which another rebound is sent in by Kaczynska, and that one goes wide. To your point about it being tipped, like the fact that Safner was still standing up and didn't seem to see it, either tipped or completely screened, because Safner's been really good tonight from the pucks that she's seen.
It just looked funny the way it went in, and just odd. So I'm almost willing to bet there's a tip on it.
Puck back behind. It's going to be pushed over to the far side, knocked away by Peterson. Forechecking in, trying to keep that in. Rubinek pinches down. It's going to be taken away now by Peralt. Peralt skates her way through. Fires that shot. Save made. Rebound. Loose up over the top of the netminder and just over the top of the net. Peterson had a nice rebound opportunity, but just couldn't quite do anything with it. Over to the near side now, Rubinek's going to try to fire a shot. It was kind of partially blocked a little bit. Schneider pitches down on that far side. Gets all the way in deep, but lost the puck as she tried to make a move with it. Puck will come back out to the neutral zone. It'll be poke checked ahead. Kind of an indecisive move there. Dane stepped up on it. Peralt and Rubinek both had it in front of them. And as it slid forward, they both kind of had a moment of indecision on whether they should step up and play it or not.
It was almost like
Dane almost took advantage of it.
Yeah, it's they got by with one there. So fortunately, nothing big came out of that for the Dragons.
Under 12 to play here, period number 2. Puck back to center. Graham will have it. Work her way over to this near side. Graham in on the right wing, drops for Bowen. Bowen trying to slide towards the front of the net. It'll be covered there by the netminder, Bagenstos. 2-0 here in the second period of play. Face off on the near side is going to come back and be brought through by Kaczynska. Kaczynska is going to get it back out to center. Flips that one up ahead. Ooh, that was awfully close to an offsides there. Shot, save made, big rebound came up high. But the Dragons able to corral that one and bring it back with Graham. Really nice save there again by Safner. Again, seeing that puck well and being able to knock that puck away. Puck all the way in and deep now with Dane. Dane will go all the way back through behind. Schneider will pick it up, trying to be able to work it back the other direction. Bouncing puck gets by everybody on the far side. This one's going to head back up ice. No icing as it's waved out. Didn't have a lot of momentum on that one. Puck turned over. It's going to be taken away by the Dragons. Stepping down on that one for a moment was Ladner, but it's taken away by the Wildcats. They bring it right back up ice and try to get something set up in their offensive zone. 10:25 to play, second period. Puck underneath. It'll get by everybody all the way over to that far side. Lensing, one of the goal scorers, the first goal scorer for Waconia, stepped down on that one. Puck back to the point. Gjelstad over to the near side. Shot came through from Pena. And it's going to be cleared out by the Dragons down the length of the ice. This one does have the momentum. This one will be an icing call on the Dragons.
That play there that I can't remember who went in there, but it looked like our defenseman kind of like stopped what she was doing, and they skated around and got a good scoring opportunity there. Kind of know what I'm talking about there. On the blue line, our defenseman, I can't remember.
Oh, Linnell?
Was it Linnell?
Yeah, I think so. 9:45 to go here in the second. Puck comes back up now for Donahue. Donahue works her way back through. Dragons trying to get on the board. Have had some opportunities. Just have not been able to crack it past Bagenstos. Puck on the far side. Peterson pushes that one back underneath. Wraparound attempt is going to be turned away by Bagenstos. Puck comes all the way up top. Prokosh threw one out there. Bagenstos didn't see that one until very late. Pitching down on that one, Linnell able to keep that one in the zone. It goes all the way back behind. Waconia will come away with it. Back up top, Rubinek knocked it down, but it had just come out, so they have to check back up. They're going to change as long as they're in front of their own bench as well. Long lead pass comes up ahead on the far side, and Herman will backhand it ahead for the Wildcats. Back it'll come now, Schneider. Schneider's awfully fast, able to get through the neutral zone. Schneider will flip that one just wide of the net on the far side. Gets by Rubinek as it's poked back out through center. Bowen turns the corner up off the sidewall. Able to get by a couple of defenders, but then it's poke checked away from her by Ertel. Puck all the way underneath. Safner lays that one down and got poked out in front to her. Able to knock that one away again. Some careless turnovers there by the Dragons have kept Safner busy here in the last few seconds. Another shot comes through, save made, poked away by the Dragons. That one kicked away. That was a dangerous kick there by Rubinek. I mean, you want to block it if you can, but Rubinek was stuck there. Now we got Graham. No, they're able to get it untied there, but back behind the play. I think they blew the whistle there, but Graham and Breakmeyer were tied up. It looked like they were maybe scuffling for a second until you realized their helmets were stuck together.
They were both kind of laughing about that, but yeah, they called an icing here too, and I thought that the Waconia defenseman hit it with their stick here about the blue line, but I could be wrong.
Puck along this near sidewall. Be sent back across. Linnell trying to be able to get that one ahead for Donahue. Donahue, nice flip up ahead for Perrault. Perrault's got an opportunity, working in the Bagenstos. Shot and save made. Tried to go 5-hole, and Bagenstos turned that one away. A little breakaway opportunity there for the Dragons. They come up empty.
That was a nice pass there to Perrault, and Perrault, all her speed on her own, split the defense and took it in, and great opportunity.
Puck back across. It'll be picked up there by Dane. Dane loses that one out at center. Perrault will pick it up. Perrault, again, trying to split the defenders. Gets all the way in and deep into the corner. Up for Peterson. Peterson makes a move. Lost the puck, gets it back, tied up. And it'll be over to the far side. Schlichting tried to center for Perrault. Just a little bit out in front of her. Schneider does a good job stepping down. Fires a shot, deflected, and I seen the net jump, but it was on the outside of the net. Puck will come back up to the blue line, kick the ball back and forth. Dragons come away with it. They had just checked back up, so they were onside. Schlichting plays that one underneath, lost it, knocked away from her and sent around by Seraphin. Puck into the corner. Bowen knocks it away. Schlichting plays that one up top. Schneider, it snuck all the way down. Save made, still loose, and Schlichting pounding away at it. Seraphin taking a little bit of an exception, but that one almost poked right there. Poked out. His Bagenstos looked like she got it and then couldn't quite. Yep, it's right there. It's right there.
Good heads up play by Schlichting to keep attacking on that. So, but Dragons are getting a little bit of pressure going here now, midway through the second period.
Puck picked up there by Waconia. They try to bash it off the boards and get it back out to center. Dragons send it back, but Gelstad is the recipient of that pass and will bring it back for the Wildcats. Pass over to the near side, shot wide, rebound, and it's going to be in the back of the net on a rebound. The initial shot taken by Callie Lensing, who scored the first goal. The rebound popped out to the far side, and I believe it's Gelstad that'll get the goal.
I gotta like what Waconia did there. They went in, they got the shot, but their forwards, they spread out and covered the whole net there, and that rebound came right out to her, and she took advantage of the open net and put it past up her for that goal. So
11-11 the time of that goal. We'll assume Gelstad from Lensing. We'll see if there's anything else in there with that. Mellon Rayfield gets the assist on that one instead of who I had thought that maybe Lensing would, but maybe she had the second assist. We'll say I'm still right.
I got to agree with you on me. I mean, that should have been a 2-assist goal.
Puck back out to center now is Rayfield, who just assists on that goal, brings it through on the far side. Whistle at the line.
We got an offside, it looks like.
5:12 to play, period number 2. Three to nothing is your score now, and I don't want to say that the next goal is the game winner or anything like that, as you never really know with how these hockey games go, but a potent offense like Waconia here, Dragons really need to get on the board before the end of the period. Get some momentum going into the third.
Yeah, they don't want to fall behind any more than what they are right now, so.
Puck back up top. Schneider is going to send that one in. Dragons were changing, so Waconia will pick it up fairly easily. Brought up ahead by Ertl on the far side. She gets pushed off the puck by Schneider.
It was one of those incidental checking, wasn't it?
Yep, incidental contact. Brooklyn Hen now works it back the other direction. Nice feed across. Hen got that one across. Really nice play across for Breakmeyer. And Breakmeyer able to sneak it somehow, some way, between the arm and the pads.
Yeah, it was just a nice setup again by Waconia to skate that in, and it was almost like a 2-on-0 there on Iris. And just a nice, well-placed shot.
12:32 here in the second period. Hen gets the assist, and it was a really nice pass by Hen to be able to put that one across. It really looked like Safner was in the right spot, and so I don't know how it got through kind of the crook of her arm.
Yeah, just
there.
Probably,
usually that pad is pretty solid there, but just enough space to be able to sneak that one through.
You know, for Dragon, it's important that they get one here quick, because they don't want to fall any more behind than what they are.
Puck back out through center. He brought back there by the Waconia Wildcats into the offensive zone off to our left. Driving out in front, trying to jam away at that one is Talon Kamrath. Safner able to push that one away, but now has some equipment issues.
You know, the Dragons have had their opportunities to score, and you know, when you look at the shots on goal right now, it's for this period, it's a little advantage, 8-7 for Waconia. But you know, at the end of the first period, the shots on goal were 11-3. It's 19-10 right now, so a little more even period as far as shots go.
Now still working on the equipment there for Iris Safner. Appears to be sorted out. So we get a offensive zone face-off off to our left. Puck wrapped around the boards all the way up top. It'll be sent back down by Waconia as they were able to keep it in. It was kept in by Peterson. Now the Dragons able to get that one back out through center. Donahue got it up ice, but lost it. Now the puck over to the far side. Prokosh trying to chase after it. Instead, it's going to be Waconia that'll get there. Backhanded in by Kamrath. And again, another save by Safner. 3:19 to play, period number 2.
Waconia's forward there, she just kind of took that puck and skated right around our defenseman there. And Pine's going to have to kind of correct that as the game goes on.
Puck over to the far side, almost knocked away by Schlichting. Now she is able to grab it. Flips that one up ahead, and then does it have the momentum? It does. If it wasn't up on end, I don't think they would have called, and I'm not even sure I wasn't convinced they were going to call it even on end. But it had just enough to be able to get to that end wall. Mostly.
Yeah, it was a slow roller. And I think, something like that, you got to show a little bit of hustle to get down there to get that puck when it's rolling slow like that to keep that momentum in your zone.
3 minutes remaining here, period number 2, as Schneider knocks the player down to be able to get the puck. A good, nice aggressive play. Puck back up ice, and Waconia takes it away as the Dragons enter the zone. Puck over to the far side. That shot goes wide of Safner. Bouncing puck back behind. It'll be poked over by Waconia over to the near side corner. Quick snapshot in the slot there by Herman. She was able to dance her way out into the slot area. Just missed wide and taken away now by Graham. Graham for the Dragons sends that one back up ahead, but it's going to be knocked away by Serafin. Waconia brings it back ahead on the right wing. That one's going to be sent in by Rayfield. Dragons will pick it back up. Now Peralt. Peralt trying to weave her way through a couple. Lost the puck for a second. Poked back to her by Peterson. Now Peterson and Peralt run into each other, but Peralt comes away with the puck. Fires a shot on the short side. Donahue was open on that back side. It looked like she kind of gave a little bit of a pump fake because it looked like Bagenstas almost went to the far side to cover Donahue, but she stayed on that post as Peralt tried to short side her.
I almost thought Peralt was going to pass it over to her forward there.
Shot by Prokosh catches Peralt up high. Good thing she's wearing a cage. Might have required a little dental work. But all is well. Peralt plays on. Tough hockey player. Peralt comes back with the puck. Working her way back through center. Donahue slides back behind. Peralt drives her way all the way in. Double teamed the entire way. Spun off the puck at the last second as now the net comes off. Dragons trying to be able to work with it as the net is kind of off and the shot comes through and it's going to be held on to by Bagenstas on the shot by Linnell. Unless I'm dreaming, it looks like the net's just not very far off, but it looked like when everybody crashed into it, it kind of moved just a touch. Puck up top. Schneider, her shot comes through, save made and held on to by Bagenstas. Yeah, Waconia, winners of 6 of their last 7, 8-6 on the year. Dragons 5-10 on the year. A little more than 3 weeks left of the regular season here for girls hockey, as girls hockey, the first postseason to really get going. We're under a minute to play. Shot comes on the short side. Herman came all the way back through and tried to do the same thing to Safner, but Safner again turned that one away. 45 seconds remain. Schneider look to start it out. Dragons rink-wide feed over to this near side. Nobody there, though. And back after it, Kaczynska. Back and forth possession goes, and it'll be picked up by Schlichting. Lays that one up ahead for Peralt. Peralt switches places with Schlichting. Puck knocked away. Brought back the other direction now by Peterson. Peterson one-on-one with Linnell. Fired a shot wide of the net. Linnell turns back to be able to pick that one up, and with 8 seconds to go, try to work the puck up ice just as the clock will expire. Both of the Dragons will really get a shot away and go in the other direction. 4-0 after 2 periods of play here in Pine City. We'll come back. We'll recap the second period of action from the Pine City Civic Center when you return on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom and Lawrence Lizacek back here in Pine City Civic Center, the site of tonight's matchup between the Waconia Wildcats and the Pine City Dragons. 4-0 after 2 periods of play. Lauren, is 3 goals up on the board for Waconia in that period. Smith, Gelstad, and Breakmeyer all getting goals, a handful of assists, all over the place here. But shots on goal 11-11. So, I mean, it was 1-0 when the shots were 11-3. But do you take the win that you got it back to 11-11? I guess maybe you'd rather have the score, but trying to look at the positives here.
Well, yeah, you want to look at the positives. Pine City had, 3 real good scoring opportunities there. They just didn't connect on, and if they could have gotten at least one of them, we'd be looking at a 4-1 game. So it's not like Waconia has totally dominated it by looking at the score. So, again, that score is really indicative of what this game is.
And really, the second period, in my opinion, tends to be the telling period on if a team is really dominating play or not. Just because it's the long change, you can change in your own zone. So if you're having a ton of zone time, you're just going to own the period. But shots on goal 11-11, it didn't feel like anybody really owned the period possession-wise. It just was 3 goals went in for Waconia and none went in for Pine City.
No, and 2 of the goals there, one I think was the first one in the period. It almost looked like it got tipped, the high corner one. And then the one goal was just a real nice play. Steffner made a nice save on it, but the rebound was right there for Waconia girl. Right place, right time, and she put it right in. So, you got to give Waconia credit for being on top of things like that. But again, Peralt had a fantastic opportunity kind of on a breakaway, and she missed that. We had having problems with names tonight. One of the Dragons had a nice shot right in the front in the slot there too.
I believe you're talking about Schlichting.
Was it Schlichting? May have been Schlichting, or it was just really nice setup in front, and then there was the one gal too. She shot one. She had the whole net, but she shot it about 2 feet wide.
Yeah. That one was, I believe that was Bowen that had that one on the weak side and had an open net to be able to work with, but just kind of, I don't know if she got the yips or what it was, but the Dragons have definitely had their opportunities. Like I said, 11-11 shots on goal. What do they got to do to be able to get one past Baggins-Stouse? We talked a little bit in the first period that didn't seem like she was seeing the puck. Second period, it looked like she was seeing the puck just fine and making the saves.
Yeah, and I think Dragons just got to keep working in front of the net like that. They had a couple of nice opportunities in front. They can keep working those plays from behind the net, getting the person out front. I think they're going to be able to capitalize on something. But like I said, they just got to keep their heads up and keep plugging away. And if they can get that first one, maybe that gives them enough momentum to get things going. So we'll just see if this 4-goal deficit is too much for them to overcome, or if they got a lot of fight in them and come back.
Well, we talked about they needed a goal rapidly before the end of the period. Now it's at 3-0, and they gave up a goal and didn't score. So hopefully they can come out and get something going offensively here in the first possession or two. They're going to need to get something on the board here rapidly to be able to get a little bit momentum moving back onto their side of the ice. A couple other games going on around our local area as we take a look at the broadcast schedule. You can find that at WCMPradio.com/broadcast schedule or KBEK.com/broadcast schedule. Boys basketball, Mille Lacs at Bram, and then girls basketball, Bram at Pine City. Mille Lacs at Mora is 95.5, and Bram at Pine City just across the way, right over off to our left, right over there, with I believe it would be Ethan Game Day Gilman over there on 100.9 WCMP. Then Adam Hefty will be up in Mora, I believe, is what the breakdown was. I didn't double check that, so if I'm wrong, I apologize. But if you're looking for those games, that's where those are going to be. If you go to that website, of course, every game there is listed, is underlined, is a direct link to the respective YouTube feed to be able to watch the video. One quick reminder, when we get to postseason, as we're a little more than a month away from postseason, away from at least girls hockey, there will not be video for postseason. It's just audio only for postseason. So just a reminder on that. A couple other games coming up later on this week. Girls basketball, 2 games on Thursday. Ogilvie at Mora and Hinckley and Pine City. Then Friday, a doubleheader in Malacca as the Foley Falcons go across 23 to the Malacca Wolves Den to take on the boys and girls in a boys-girls doubleheader. Myself and Ethan Game Day Gilman will be on the call of that matchup. So we hope you can join us for that, and we hope you can join us for the second half, for the third period, not the second half. We're into the third period here soon of tonight's matchup between the Pine City Dragons and the Waconia Wildcats. 4-0 in favor of the Wildcats. We'll come back with a third and final period of play here in Pine City. We return on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
FM 106.5 WCMP. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Pine City with Lauren Skluzacek. And Lauren, we mentioned the purple and gold there on the Waconia jerseys there in their road black uniforms. White numerals with purple and gold trim all over the place. Dragons in their white with green numerals, black trim. Purple and gold, the season is now ended for the Vikings. Your initial thoughts on the old postmortem?
You know, it's a season of what ifs. You know, if they hold the Bears to the, on the kickoff, win that game, you know, we're looking, we possibly could have been division champs. But, you know, we had the best record in the division, within the division, I should say. And, it was kind of some learning curves. Rookie quarterback, more or less, you can say. So,
is he the future? Is he the answer? I understand that that's kind of a loaded question.
It's a loaded question. I'll answer that one by he's 22 years old, and there's a lot of potential there. It's just a matter if he's willing to learn it and adapt to it.
He's definitely shown flashes of the success. We're underway here in the third period. 4-0 is the score as the puck bounces off the side of the cage, rolls back up. And it'll be picked up there by Waconia. Bouncing puck came out in front. Safner trying to track that one along. Eventually is able to get a kick on it as Camrath tried to push it in on the short side. Back it'll come now. Peralt trying to push her way through. Camrath knocked that one away. Camrath ends up with it as they come all the way back, but it comes off of her stick. Over to the near side now. Peralt has been right on the cusp of a lot of really big plays tonight. She did have that one breakaway and that one really good opportunity now as Graham brings it back and lost an edge, but was able to get a shot a little high and wide. Rubenek fires one. That one just misses a little bit. But I got to believe that Peralt is right on the edge of kind of a breakout year.
Yeah, she's one of the leaders on this team, and I think she's only a junior this year, if I'm not mistaken. So she's already starting to show that on-ice leadership, so it's huge for this Dragon squad.
Of course, Peyton Peralt, the older sister, graduating last year, and that was the one I was mentioning before that I recognized the number, but not the name. That one backhanded by Graham will go a little bit high.
You know, this program's still relatively new, and there were so many girls that had the same numbers for so many years, and it's just kind of, one thing with high school sports is kids change, so the numbers change with the kids, and you just got to get used to the new kids with the different numbers.
Dragons will pick it up, and it'll be brought back by not Peyton Peralt. It'll be Landner that'll bring it back through, sends that one all the way up ahead. Landner back behind, trying to be able to get that one pushed back out in front. Now the centering feed came through, and Kendall Steele was there for that one, but just had it kind of handcuff her a little bit. I mentioned before that I recognized the name, but I had not seen her on the ice at all yet tonight, so I guess now we have that answer. He is out there on the ice. Puck back the other direction as the Dragons try to keep it in the zone. Waconia got it back to the blue line. It'll be knocked away by Ladner. No hand up there as a good form tackle on the open ice by Donahue. Puck back over to the near side, now pushed over to the far edge. It'll be pushed in by Ertl. Puck knocked away. Underneath it'll go Linnell. Linnell from her own zone. Off the wall. We'll start it up ahead. Got it for Donahue. Now across for Peralt. Peralt splits the defense. Able to get that speed working up ahead. Works her way in, and Peralt able to get the goal. We talked about her being on the cusp of something, and there she goes.
She's been doing that all night, and she's finally capitalized on one. It was just a great play. She got that puck. She split the defense and went in and outskated, took a nice shot, got that goal. That's just kind of what the Dragons needed here. So it's relatively early in the third period here. So
we talked about them getting something going here in the first opportunities, and gets that one. Now on the time of 3:17. Unassisted on that one, but it looked like it was Donahue off the wall that kind of tipped it ahead to her, and then she kind of took it 120 feet to the goal. But now puck taken away. Opportunity going the other direction again for the Dragons. Dragons work their way in. Graham is denied. This time by Bagenstos. But Graham almost back-to-back breakaway goals. That would have made things very interesting here, Mr. Sluzacek.
That would have been huge. And, things, just got to take a look at this now. The positives here is they're getting some chances here. So if they can keep this here up, keep the momentum going, they may pop another one in here quick.
Trying to forecheck in, and it's going to come out with Kaczynska. Kaczynska skating all the way through, a ton of speed, able to get all the way into the front, the offensive zone. Herman fired that shot a little bit wide. Kept in by Kaczynska. Sends that one all the way around the boards. Round over to the far side. Cross for Kaczynska. She gets it back there from Herman. Kaczynska fires a shot, and this one glommed onto by Safner. Keep wanting to say getting the puck into the front court, but that is the wrong sport. So rein it in. Use the proper terminology.
Well, that's quite all right, because I worked with guys too that done basketball a lot and kept referring to periods as quarters. So.
Well, not everybody can be as good as us, Lauren.
I was just glad he wasn't calling them innings.
Right. Back it'll come now. Waconia works their way all the way deep into the zone. Puck slides through the slot there as it was knocked away from Rayfield. Kind of a dangerous puck spot for the puck to be sliding uncontrolled, but nonetheless made its way all the way to the corner. It'll be picked up there by the Dragons. Brought back now by Rubinek. Tried to play that one up ahead along this near side. Trying to be able to push that one up ahead. Sauter trying to be able to get up ahead. We got ourselves a hand up. We got our first penalty of the game. It only took to the third period, Lauren. Got to switch to the red color on my pen. Interference.
Going against Waconia, so good opportunity here now for the Dragons if they can capitalize on this power play and get themselves within two.
5:07, the time of the penalty. It's going to be assessed to number 11, Ella Breakmeyer. Dragons back out at center. Peterson turns, brings it in on the right wing. Puts the brakes on. Lays it up top now, Kendall Steele. Back for Peterson. Peterson makes a move on that far side. Now spins away from Gelstad. Linnell swings one up and through. That one goes off the top, and it just gets by. It came off the window, and it came right out for Peralt. But she just couldn't quite get a stick on it as she tried to get that rebound there. Linnell with another opportunity. Now across it'll go for Steele. Up top, Peterson. Back for Steele. It gets by her. It'll go all the way underneath. Gelstad is going to try to get there and send it around the boards all the way over to the near side. It'll come off, though, for Peralt. Peralt spins in the corner on this near side edge. Looking for some help. Linnell comes in to be able to help. Peralt comes away with it. Shot save made. Trying to gather it up. Donahue couldn't quite reach it. It was just a little bit out of her reach. As soon as she got a stick on it, the Waconia Wildcats had corralled her. Now another shot on the far side. This one coming through from Schlichting. Rebound popped out for a second, but Bagenstos able to get a cover on that one.
I like what the Dragons are doing here. They're putting some pressure on, and they're attacking the net when that puck is going on the net, trying to make it miserable there for the goaltender.
I was going to ask a question, but it seems that we've already got our answer from Coach Russ Peters there. Do you maybe consider a timeout here to keep your top power play unit out there the way they played?
It wouldn't have been a bad idea at this stage of the game.
I mean, it's not. We still got 10.5 to play, so it's not too far. But at the same time, like, you want to try to take advantage of the opportunities, and it's our first power play of the game. So just had that thought kind of fleeting through my head, but that's why I'm up in the broadcast booth, not behind a bench anywhere. Puck underneath now as Bowen's going to spin away from one defender and look to start it out. Cross it'll go Graham. Graham lays it ahead for Schlichting. Crosses the line, but just up ahead of her. Just by a hair was Donahue, and they'll move that one back out to center. And now 5 seconds remaining. They'll bring that top power play unit back out there again. It's just kind of a fleeting thought to try to be able to keep that top unit out there with, and again, you want to try to save that timeout for when you can, and, later on in the game, maybe need it to be able to keep that top unit out there again. But shot by Peralt goes just a little bit wide. Rebound backhand is partially fanned on by Donahue. As we're back to even strength, Dragons 0 for 1 on the power play.
They're 0 for 1, but they did put a lot of pressure on there and almost did get the one. But
Prokosh blocks that shot. Tried to send it back up past Kashinska. Back it'll come. Kashinska keeps that one in. Now another one shot is blocked. Peterson trying to be able to get that one ahead now for Donahue. Donahue 1-on-2 or 1-on-1 out of the defender back checking. Got back in there, fired that one out in front. It almost went off of Bagenstas and in. Sometimes you just throw it towards the net there, Lauren. You just throw it out there, good things will happen.
Yeah, like I said, in the first period, she seemed to be having problems with those. And they're a little shaky on that one, too. But, again, it's just the right idea there by Peralt.
Puck back behind now with 9 minutes remaining. Dragons trying to be able to keep that one in. Graham comes to be able to help, but instead it's going to be Waconia that comes away with it. Up ahead it comes. Schlichting or Schneider tried to cut across on that one. I like the aggressive play there by Schneider. Isabella Schneider, a junior defenseman, has been kind of pretty impressive for me tonight. She's been very quick to the puck. She's also been very aggressive, stepping up on the puck, cutting across lanes. Got kind of bit a couple of times, but she's been very aggressive tonight, and I've liked what she's done.
Yeah, and she's been making things happen for the Dragons tonight.
Keeps that stick low and takes away that passing lane right there as Pena was looking to try to center that one. They go back up top. Bouncing puck pops out in front, and Safner is going to go ahead and cover that one up with 8:12 to go here in the third period of play. 4-1 is the lead for the Wildcats here on a Sports Tuesday. A couple of games on Thursday and then the doubleheader on Friday in Malacca. Always interesting you get that doubleheader to be able to get the boys and girls all in one spot like that.
That seems it's fun for the communities too, because you get everybody to support your teams there instead of one team one town and one team the other town.
Exactly. So many times you got, Friday night lights, we got Pine City at home and then on the road as well. Puck taken away, turnover, and it's going to be a goal by Becca Dane. Roofed that one past the glove of Safner.
That was probably just what the doctor ordered for Waconia. They were feeling a little bit of pressure, a little bit of heat, and they kind of come down and made a play and stole the puck there from the Dragons. And
9:03 the time of the goal for Dane. 5 goals for Waconia, 5 different goal scorers. Unassisted there at 9:03. As we are now well past the halfway point here of this third and final period. As the other games have just gotten underway. Don't have an update yet on those games. Puck up top and a bouncing puck kind of dangerously came through there as Kashinska fired a shot. Safner tracked it really nicely until it got deflected. Dane almost got a second one on a bouncing puck right in front of her.
Yeah, just really nice by Safner with the nice focus and control on that. Prevent any more damage.
Puck one over to the near side now for Waconia. Dragons trying to push it back up ice. It'll be taken away now by Sauter. Sauter works her way through, lost the puck as she tried to push up ice. Sauter's had a pretty good night as a sophomore forward as well. You can tell that the Dragons are very young. They do have some senior leadership, including Iris Safner and others, but you can definitely tell that they have some youth out there on the ice. Head for Steele. Steele rink wide over to the far side now for Ladner. Ladner works ahead. Back it'll go. Linnell with a shot is blocked and knocked to the corner. 6.5 to play here in the third period. 5-1 is your score.
That hill's getting a little higher to climb now for Pine City as the time is winding down on them.
Puck back to the point there. Rubinek's going to wrap that one around the board. Schlichting will go back behind and grab it. Plays it back for Rubinek. Rubinek tees one up. Little knuckle puck bouncing through. Makes it all the way through everybody over to the near side in the corner. Bowen slides that one across. Gets by Rubinek and just out. Puck over to the near side now. Schlichting has to turn around with that one, and I think wanted to try to play it up ice, but didn't really have control of it at all. Puck over to the far side, sent ahead by Breakmeyer. Go all the way down the length of the ice as we're under 6 to play. Schlichting on the near side, 2-on-1 if they hustle, and slid across for Graham, and then the Dragons peel off for a change back behind the play. Puck back up for Linnell. Linnell steps down on that one, fires that shot. That one's going to be blocked on the way through. Rebound. Graham tried to backhand that one towards the net, but just didn't get much on it. Centering feed, and Graham got a piece of it, went just wide. Peralt trying to pick that one up, gets tripped up as she comes out in front. Little incidental contact on that one. Puck will come back out to the neutral zone as it just gets by the blue line. Prokosh was there, but she was about 2 feet behind the blue line. As we go now, under 5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Peterson got a good head of steam, worked over to the near side, but had the puck knocked away from her as she came through. Puck will go underneath, and Prokosh will pick it up. Prokosh off the window or off the boards up to the far side, trying to be able to stretch that one for Donahue. Got deflected, never made it to the end of the wall, so no icing at all. As it was kind of picked up there by both squads out at center. Peralt trying to bring it through on the far side, couldn't quite handle it. Dane, crossover for Kaczynska. Her lead pass is taken away by Rubinek. Ahead it'll go, trying to get it for Schlichting. It's going to be a turnover. Back it'll come Lawagi with her shot was wide. Lawagi will change it down over to the near side now with 4 minutes remaining in the third. Spinning away back behind is Dean. Looks to try to center that one and held on to by Safner. Time winding down here in the third period, and 5-1. A 4-goal deficit is a pretty high mountain to climb there, Lauren, and I don't want to say it's over, but it's making it awfully tough at this point.
Like I said, it's not over, but like you said, it is tough. It's going to be a very steep hill to climb right now.
The tough part is to be able to score goals like this. You almost have to be uber aggressive, which allows such a wide open backside that Waconia has been able to take advantage so far already. Yeah.
Like Pine City's had a lot of good scoring opportunities. They just haven't been able to capitalize tonight, and that's been the difference. Where Waconia has capitalized on their opportunities.
Back it'll come for Waconia, left to right here, going in on the Dragons netminder Ira Safner. Working back behind the net. Now over to the far side, Herman tries to center it. Got it all the way across, sneaking down with Peterson, but closing that gap with Schlichting. Very nicely done there.
A very nice defensive play by Schlichting to prevent any shot or any pass.
Bouncing puck came back out to center. Sent in by Waconia as Graham lost her stick trying to poke check it away. 3 minutes remaining here in the third. Donahue. Ahead for Graham, popped up ahead. Peralt, if she can get there, almost had another breakaway opportunity. Would have been her third of the night. We've seen that a ton last year with Rhiannon Ashworth. That was the bulk of the scoring that came for the Dragons, was just Ashworth being able to create, but then also just being faster than just about everybody out on the ice and being able to get out in front and get a couple of breakaway opportunities.
Yeah, and, she had a nice scoring touch too, so she could finish a play, and that's something that the Dragons haven't been able to do tonight is finish, and some real nice opportunities. Again, just
Peralta's in kind of that vein, though. Just she's kind of a step faster than just about everybody out there and can handle the puck really well. Just haven't quite been able to put it together tonight quite the way that she probably is hoping. Now the puck deflected and dangerously almost up ahead for Bowen, but stepping onto the ice was Pena as Waconia was changing behind the play. Otherwise, that would have been disaster for Waconia, albeit with 100 seconds remaining on the clock. Waconia now maybe trying to get a push up ahead, but more so just trying to play keep away more than anything. Dragons trying to stretch the puck, but there's nowhere to go with it as nobody's back there. Ertl is going to send this one rink wide over to the far side now as Dane tries to come into the zone, but a little bit early. And so it's an offsides. We'll move the faceoff back out to center. A minute 19 remaining. .79 seconds remain in tonight's contest. Stick with us for a little while here after the conclusion of the game. We'll wrap things up and talk about what's next for all teams involved, Waconia, Pine City, and the broadcast team. Through it'll come now for Linnell. Had it knocked away from herself for a second, trying to flip that one up ahead, just out of the reach of Donahue. As we go under 1 minute remaining here in the third period. Puck sent up ahead. Peralt gathers that one up. Laid it ahead for Peterson and offsides as Peterson, I think she wanted to try to be able to accept that one, but it kind of kicked off the back of her skate. I don't think she intended to pass that one backwards.
No.
Especially not at the line.
Yeah. See it plays there was way offside, but, keep going with it.
40 seconds up on the clock as Waconia from their own zone looks to try to send that one up ice. Now it's a foot race trying to be able to get to the other end, and Rubinek gets there first. On rushing there was Talon Camrath. Awfully fast out there. Schneider has also got some wheels, works her way the other direction, and Schneider, I feel like, is one of those players that could definitely be a forward and be a force up front, but they kind of need her ability back at the blue line just for some depth back there. Quick touch pass, trying to be able to connect with Peralt. Pass a little bit behind her, gets by her, and be gloved there by Seraphin, and that'll be the end of the hockey game. 5-1 your final score. As we'll come back and wrap things up on a post game when we return back here to the Pine City Civic Center here on FM 106.5 WCMP.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service? A celebration of life in a chapel? Maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Metvin Funeral and Cremation Services has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decision now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Metvin Funeral Home in Mora, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at metvinfuneralhome.com.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. Pineagency.us.
Pine Insurance Agency, one of our WCMP winter sponsors. One of those really nice ones that doesn't have food in the commercial that makes me hungry. So that's always good. I don't know if you've heard me complain about that or not. But
I never.
We have some wonderful, awesome sponsors that I appreciate everything they do. But sometimes they put like just delicious food, like A&W with the Papa Burger and everything else in there, and it just makes me hungry and makes me want to go over there. But they might actually still be open by the time I get done here tonight.
I believe their drive-thru is open.
Well, then we better get this post game on the show here. 5-1 your final score here tonight as the Wildcats take down the Dragons. Shots on goal. The final total was 32-20. So the Dragons actually made that one fairly decent as The second period, they were tied 11-11, and then in the third period, 10-6 in favor of Waconia. Pine City gets on the board in the third, as Peralt scores at 3:17, but then Dane scores at 9:03 to basically kind of put the final nail in the coffin that it was more or less kind of over at that point. The Dragons hadn't really shown a ton of offensive acuity in being able to get shots in on Bergstass or Bagenstas, and it just, when things kind of collapsed there in the third, it was kind of about all she wrote.
Yeah. I mean, they had some good pressure to start the third period, but they just couldn't get it past her, and when they finally got the one, it's plenty of time, but then a couple minutes later, Waconia answers it, and it just. I don't know. I don't want to say it was a straw that broke the camel's back there, but I mean, it was just, you could kind of tell it wasn't going to go be Pine City's night after that.
Well, and it really in the third, I mean, you're down 4-0 going into the period, and we talked, you got to score kind of early, and so only a couple of minutes in, Peralt gets that breakaway. We go back to center ice, we start talking about it, and all of a sudden, immediately after that, I believe that it was Graham that took the puck and went right back down and had an opportunity for a breakaway herself and was denied by Bagenstas. You get that one within a span of about 10 seconds. Now it's 4-2, and anything could happen.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that the penalty would still happen, because who knows whether Waconia still takes that interference penalty, but at the same time, 4-2, you get yourself in the game with some momentum in the third.
Yeah, you do, and you talked about the penalty. Pine City had great pressure in that first half of that power play too, and they couldn't capitalize. And it's just those things that you look at the positives. You put the pressure on. You had opportunities. You just got to capitalize on them, and you keep doing that. Eventually, those things are going to happen.
Definitely, you got to keep that pressure on, as you mentioned, and it felt like Pine City still played pretty well tonight. I thought that Safner, albeit did giving up 5 goals on the night, she faced 32, so stopping 27. Still had a pretty good night, gave up a couple juicy rebounds, maybe something to clean up a little bit, but I don't think the defense helped her out a lot with some of those as well. But I think there was probably a couple of them that I don't know that she even seen it all, whether it be good screens or just a weird deflection. That it just something happened that there wasn't much she could have done about it.
She either didn't see it or she just barely saw it or had it, But, I thought she played fairly strong tonight. Like you said, a couple of those goals were rebounds, and I believe it was the second one there that they got was kind of high, but I wish I had a highlight to see if that was actually tipped or not, because it just looked weird as it went in. But nevertheless, I mean, I thought she played strong enough that well enough for the Dragons to win tonight, even though she did give up the 5. But again, we had a couple scoring chances in the first period we didn't capitalize on. You get one of those, maybe one in the second. They were there. It's just not in reach.
Yeah, there definitely were more than enough chances, but. Unfortunately, it goes by the way of the Wildcats. 5-1 your final score, and a tough night here for the Dragons, as I mentioned. After the first period, shots on goal 11-3. It didn't feel like they were being dominated at all. It was It was only 1-0, and it was more of a goal that it seemed like Safner just didn't see, and it seemed like they had the opportunity to all right, we can kind of still break it wide open and still be able to play with these guys.
Yeah, and like I said, the shots were 11-3, but I think we had 3 or 4 shots that went wide or high in that first period too. So I mean, those don't count on the stat sheets; they're just shots. So you get those on goal. Maybe they go in or not. But again, it just like you said, that first period did not seem like it was dominated by the way the shots indicated.
With the win, the Waconia Wildcats now move to 9-6 on the season. They have not only won now 3 straight, but 7 of their last 8 as they move their way next against Bloomington Jefferson. That will be on Thursday for them, so we wish them good luck moving on in the future. With the loss, the Dragons now break their 1-game winning streak and have lost now 4 of their last 5, as their next matchup will be Friday as they go north to take on Proctor Hermantown. That's next for them. What's next for us? Well, the next games going on for us will be later on tonight, really. Both games just tipped off just a little bit ago. Boys basketball, Mille Lacs at Mora with Adam Hefty. That'll be on Nice 95.5 as well as the YouTube stream. And then girls basketball, Bram at Pine City, just across the way, mere feet from us. Maybe I should run over there and just join Ethan and be a little double dip there next to him over there at the Pine City Gymnasium as Bram comes a calling on the Dragons here in girls basketball. Girls basketball doubleheader on Thursday, Ogilvy at Mora and Hinckley at Pine City, both at 7 p.m. And then my next game will be on Friday, a basketball doubleheader, Foley at Malacca, 5:45 and 7 for that. Boys and girls in back-to-back matchups in that one. I will be on the call with Ethan Game Day Gilman from the Wolves Den on Friday. Again, 5:45 start for that one. We hope you can join us for that and for many other future games as we work our way through the schedule. If you're looking to find out where we're going to be and what we are going to be broadcasting on, go to WCMPradio.com/broadcast schedule or KBEK.com/broadcast schedule to be able to find out more. And, of course, all of our social media feeds. Lauren, I want to thank you for joining me out here at the ballpark. Any final thoughts before we sign off?
Well, just it's always fun doing these games, and, looking forward to doing a few more here with you this season, boys and girls. So, again, tough one for the Dragons tonight, but, hopefully they can rebound and go up and have a good weekend against Proctor Hermantown. I believe they play Rockridge too this weekend.
Absolutely. Should be an interesting weekend for the Dragons. So I appreciate you for joining me out here. I thank Ethan for getting me on board there at the studio, and then, of course, over at the gymnasium doing it a little bit remote work there to be able to get me on air tonight. I want to thank all of our sponsors for jumping on board for tonight and every night throughout the course of the season. Make sure you give them an appreciation when you go into their businesses. Even if you go there every day, make sure you tell them that we said thank you and thank them for supporting local sports in our area. My name is Andy Beckstrom for the Community Sports Team, and until next time, have a great night, everybody.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in the central boiler outdoor furnace. It heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at